Our next section, Satan rebuked. In verse 31, and he began to teach them that the Son of Man, his disciples, he is teaching them that he's going to suffer many things, verse 31, and be rejected by the elders and the chief priests and the scribes and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He spoke this word openly, and then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. But when he had turned around and looked at his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, "Get behind me, Satan, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." Some mistakenly say that Jesus' death on the cross was an accident, but they fail to realize that that was his purpose for coming to this world. He came to die on the cross for the sins of the world. And they shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. That's you and me. That's the sins of the world. So when Peter, after he hears Jesus saying, Jesus is talking about himself, guys, I'm about to get betrayed. I'm going to go before Pilate. I'm going to be ridiculed. I'm going to be beaten. I'm going to be mocked. I'm going to be scourged. I'm going to have my beard plucked out. They're going to put a big beam on my back, and they're going to walk me out to this place called the place of the skull. And there I'm going to be crucified. And Peter takes him over to the side and begins rebuking him, saying, "Not so, Lord. No way. This cannot be the plan. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go through with the death on the cross. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that." And Jesus rebukes Peter, but says, "Get behind me, Satan, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." Satan did not want Jesus to die on the cross. People don't understand this. They think this was Satan's triumph. But in Colossians 2:15, it says, Jesus, having disarmed the principalities and powers, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them in it. Satan's power was crushed when he paid the price, when Jesus paid the price for the sins of the world. See, Satan would seek to hinder Jesus' death on the cross, for by Jesus' death, Satan's power is destroyed. So it seems that Peter is being ping-ponged back and forth here. He has this really good response. Jesus says, "Who do people say that I am?" "You're the Messiah." "Oh, yes, no room for a big head there. Oh, get behind me, Satan." What? How does this happen here? In one instance, Jesus mentions that what a revelation Peter's received from the Father. In the next second, he's rebuking him as a messenger influenced by Satan. See, Satan is very mindful of the things of man, but not of God. That's why when you have things pertaining to your life, seek the counsel of God. And if you're going to seek counsel from man, make sure that those are men and women that are seeking counsel from God to give you godly counsel. Because Satan is not mindful of the things of the Lord, but the things of man. In 1 Corinthians 2:14, it says, "But the natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him. Nor can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." So the Lord tells us that if you're filled with the Spirit and you're walking with him, that you receive spiritual discernment. Spiritual discernment to understand the things of the Lord. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that give you good advice and counsel and have godly wisdom. Seek the Lord. Seek him. And he'll give you the answers that you're looking for.